when the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium. State-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. Today we have a fun preseason matchup on tap. It's the New Orleans Saints and the LA Chargers. Alongside Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. And finally, Brock, we can say it. Football is back. Oh, look at that. We didn't even practice that. Wins and losses don't quite count just yet, partner. But for a lot of people, us included, we are just happy to see games being played once again.
Yeah, it's been a long wait for fans of the sport. And it's one thing to have a draft and OTAs. It's another to actually start hitting one another. And I know for these guys on the field, they can't wait to hit somebody else. And it's also the time to fight for roster spots and start shaping your roster for week number 1.
Get the fullback involved here. Only able to get back to the line on that first down play, so no gain.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles, well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Herbert from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this up to his own 44. Sent to the ground by Pete Werner.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And some excellent work on this play. Takes him a while to get to him downfield.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
From the 28, he puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And he finds him in the end zone for an LA touchdown. The Chargers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Matt McConkey with a touchdown. And it only took these guys one series to find a major opening in that defense, Brock. Might have saved them some work in finishing that series, too.
Gives them a signature play to end that drive, and you know this in the NFL. For an explosive run for a touchdown, it takes everybody. Everybody up front doing their job, the receivers on the perimeter. That was just job well done.
Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Saints, nothing.
The Chargers just about ready. There they go, sending it away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. They're led by the second-year quarterback from South Carolina. Started a handful of games last season as a rookie. Here's Spencer Rattler.
And one thing I get a little tired of around draft time, Kate, is hearing all these people say, oh, he can make every throw. He can make every throw. Technically, sure. Every guy that's drafted can make every throw. But how special are those throws? How much accuracy? How much zip? When it comes to Spencer Rattler, dude's got a live arm. It isn't the arm or the skill set that's...
Oh, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Chargers. And he will take it back for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers pull out in front further, 13-zip. Step one is is just making the hit, Brock. Step 2, trying to knock the football out with that hit, and they were even fortunate enough to get to step 3, weren't they? Taking that fumble all the way back for a touchdown.
And just look at them. I love the joy. A unit that doesn't get to celebrate in the end zone all too often, they will welcome the chance to be the guys running it in for a change. Cue up the group celebration, and boys, go enjoy the moment.
Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
14, Saints nothing.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Velus Jones now on the return. It is going well so far. And they'll be happy about where they're about to take the field. He's up to the 35 on the return. Second drive coming up for the Saints offense. This would be a good time for their first points of the game as they find themselves down a notable amount already in this opening quarter. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Look at this, tight end getting a carry here. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut, second down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. This is reeled in by Taysom Hill. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.